Today I'm bringing you a very special recipe, a traditional lentil stew, but with a super special trick and 7 extra ingredients that will make this dish really worth it. This recipe is exactly how my grandmother used to make lentils, a real explosion of flavor. There you have it. Look how amazing it looks. I assure you, it turns out wonderfully, a spectacular everyday dish. Enjoy your meal. You asked me in the comments to make lentils the way my grandmother used to, so here I go. I'm gonna give you the trick so your lentils always turn out great, which is a good sofrito, I'll tell you that right now, and also 7 ingredients to complete the dish and make it spectacular. I'll tell you right now that you can use all 7 or fewer, even with just 2 or 3. They'll still turn out great. However you like, I'm VD, this is Grandma's Kitchen, and we're starting with your recipe. Here we go. A good olive oil for a good sofrito. My grandma always used olive oil, except for donuts, where she used sunflower oil. There must have been a reason for that. We're also going to add 3 cloves of garlic, which will give an amazing kick to our first step. We chop the garlic. We want it finely chopped. Take your time and watch your fingers. The oil is heating up with the garlic inside. Next ingredient is an onion. There you have it. What you're going to do is dice it. We want small cubes. Don't throw it in the middle. It doesn't turn out as well that way. Keep being careful with your fingers, and soon we'll have our onion diced. As soon as you have it ready, don't wait. Put it in. The garlic has started to sizzle, but it's not golden yet, so everything will cook together. Add a pinch of salt, and that way the onion will sweat and cook. It cooks much faster. We saute the onion, and in 2 or 3 minutes, it'll be ready. Let's continue. Paprika. A teaspoon of smoked paprika. My favorite. The paprika from Lavera. Stir for 20 seconds and don't get distracted. Let's go. A spectacular touch of flavor. 3 tablespoons of fried tomato sauce. It gives an unbeatable taste to the sofrito. You have to try it. Here we go. Just 3 teaspoons, nothing more. We stir so the paprika cools down, and this will be ready in 20 seconds. Well, that's the best trick, the sofrito. With just this, you already have some amazing lentils, so write it down. They always turn out great. And since you've made it this far, it means the algorithm has shown you a video you liked, so why not subscribe? Hit the little button down below, and also the bell next to it. That way you'll get notified every time I upload a video, which I do 2 or 3 times a week. And why not? Give me a like, it's totally free, just like everything on my channel. It helps me a lot, and doesn't cost you anything. So go ahead and hit that thumbs up. Thank you in advance. We both love free stuff, right? You and me, both of us. Let's move on to the most essential ingredient of the recipe, lentils. 300 grams of lentils, which I've rinsed with a bit of water, and I'm adding them to the pot. Just so you know, they're Pardina lentils. Just a quick note, I've used Pardina lentils of the Pardina variety, which don't need to be soaked. So it's even quicker, just a rinse to remove any dust or anything like that. And in they go. If you're going to use another type of lentil that needs soaking, just leave them for a couple of hours and they'll be ready. If you use Pardina lentils, you don't need any of that. Let's go. What would this stew be without water? We'll need about 2 liters of water. Here we go. We add it to the lentils and the heat is on low heat, so the stew is already starting to cook. I guarantee you the final result. It's spectacular. We cover it, and now comes the moment for those 7 extra ingredients. Like I said, you can add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, none, as many as you want. With this sofrito, the lentils turn out amazing, but with these additions, wow. You take it to another level. It's your choice. Let's get started. Carrots! Sweet touch, they go perfectly. Of course, a touch of red or green pepper works wonders. Potatoes, of course, they make the stew more complete and go a long way. Highly recommended. Now let's move on to the meats, to the sausages. Of course, chorizo, lentils without chorizo just don't seem like lentils to me. So for me, it's essential. I also have some ham here. You see, diced ham that I have in vacuum packs. Because I got a ham as a gift for Christmas. I took it to the butcher, he packed it for me in vacuum packs, and now I have enough for the whole year. If you don't have it, just cut a piece. Next. My grandmother always added pork belly, bacon. Just a small piece, don't overdo it because it's very fatty. And finally, a master touch that my grandmother always used. I have it here, and I'm going to show you. It's the only one that doesn't go in the pot. Eggs. Some boiled eggs, wow, they go perfectly with it. You have to try it, so go ahead, use as many as you want, or as many as you have. You're going to end up with some amazing lentils. Peeled, cleaned, and rough-cut potatoes like this. So they release their starch, and we end up with a hearty stew. In they go. There you go. Give it a good stir, and let's keep going. By the way, serious question. With the potatoes, it's the third time in a row I've bought potatoes from different brands, and they come out with these spots. I don't know if you can see them. Do you see those black spots there? Does anyone know what that's about? I thought the first bag was bad, but now it's happened 3 times. If you know how to avoid it, or how to spot the ones with those black spots, let me know, because I need that trick. I don't want any more potatoes like these. Tell me in the comments, I read them all, and we can learn together. Thanks. Let's continue. Peeled and cleaned carrots, we cut them into thick coins like these, and they go right into the pot as well. Here we go, we're adding all the ingredients. Now let's take the bell pepper and cut it into big chunks. Why? Because my kids don't like it, and this way they can take them out if they want. In they go as well. Let's go. You see how it's filling up? We keep going. Key ingredient, chorizo. We cut it into slices, and it's ready in no time. As soon as you have it, did you guess? It goes in too. Right now, I'm starting to doubt if everything will fit or not, but I think it will. Now for the bacon. Some bacon cubes, not too many, just a handful. I like to find them in the stew, so let's add them in too. Let's keep going. This ingredient is the easiest one. Here we have the ham. I just open the bag and take out a handful of these cured ham cubes. Let's add that in too, and look at how much stuff we already have. It's amazing. Now you've got all the meats and sausages in there, but I'll tell you, some people even add more things. For example, beef also works really well. It cooks with the stew and turns out amazing. I know people who add sausages. I've never tried it myself, but they say it's good. Also, ham bones to add flavor, that's wonderful. Even marrow, there's all sorts of things, you know? It takes anything. And blood sausage. In my town, someone uses blood sausage instead of chorizo. It's all about trying, and since we're here, I'll go with the existential question for next week. What do you want me to make? Since we're talking about meats, some sausages, and white wine, wow, super easy and amazing. Or should we go with that beef and make a braised beef with potatoes, a beef stew with potatoes like my grandmother used to make, which was just amazing. You decide in the comments. 1 for the sausages, 2 for the beef. Here we go. Add your choice. I read all your votes in the comments. If your pot is as full as mine, you should add a little bit of water, just enough to cover it. Be careful not to use too much water, or it'll get watery and won't be good. Salt to taste, be careful with the ham, and those things, and that's it. An important thing you need to keep in mind: salt in moderation, because all the meats already have their own salt, and if you don't, your lentils will end up super salty, so just add a little. It's better to add too little, because in the end you can fix it without any problem. You can adjust the salt, give it 5 more minutes on the heat, and you'll have it just the way you like. You just have to go with the taste test. It couldn't be easier. Our pot is ready. Stir it a little so the ingredients mix well, and cook for 45 minutes on medium heat. Well covered. It couldn't be easier. Meanwhile, I'm going to prepare the eggs. The water is already warm. I add the eggs and cook them. It takes exactly 12 minutes. And if you want a tip, add a splash of vinegar so the shell doesn't crack, and give them a swirl so the yolk stays perfectly in the center. Time's up. Look at how they turned out. They're wonderful, super creamy, just the way I like them, with a thick sauce and perfectly cooked. Let them rest for a couple of minutes. I hope they don't get cold, and then we'll head to the table over there. All that's left now is to just place the eggs there, or why not, you can also put an egg on each plate, and that's it. The important thing is that these lentils, with a trick and 7 extra ingredients, are the best you'll ever try in your life. Guaranteed. It's my grandmother's recipe. Look at this plate, and don't look outside the plate because I dropped a little bit. There it is. We top it off with the egg, and we've got some spectacular homemade lentils. Ready? Who could ask for more? Just grab your spoon. See? Look? And now all that's left is to enjoy, and make your loved ones enjoy it too. Look how well these lentils turned out with all the ingredients. Those 7 ingredients we added, which will work their magic, making it truly spectacular. You have to try this recipe. You're gonna love it. I'll leave the ingredients wherever they fit, also in the description box and throughout the video, so no one misses them. Remember to leave me a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video to see what we make. Thanks for stopping by. Love you all. I'm still wowed by today's big meal, huh? They're delicious. Just amazing, right?